And I believe collectively as a group, we're going to kick the competition's butt because we understand how important it is to think, execute, and dominate. Rule number one, peak performers always have a clear vision.
The reason I love Walter Bond's speech so much is because his enthusiasm was so infectious. I mean, sales is a transfer of emotion, a transfer of energy, and that's what we really felt from his presentation.
He's a fantastic speaker. We've had big audiences and small audiences. He's done an 11-city tour over 2 weeks, and what he was really able to do was connect with the client.
Thank you, Walter Bond. You are amazing, and I'm waiting in line to get your book and your CD signed, so I'm super excited to be here.
He was probably just the best motivational speaker I've ever heard before. He was really cool.
I have a tremendous amount of respect because he did what business owners do. He didn't get this thing kind of handed to him. Walter Bond is teaching you how to build a business or have a great life because he started from scratch himself.
I've been waiting a long, long time to share. And here it is. Suck it up. Get tough. Suck it up. Get tough. I mean, get your mindset right. Change happens. It is what it is. Change happens. Get your mind right. You don't think people got cut playing professional sports? Do you think it was easy for me to become one of the best basketball players in the world that you never heard of? Some of you get it. Some of you don't. But I want you all to get it. Here's the number one question that your customers ask themselves when they leave your store, when they leave your restaurant, when they leave Golden Corral on their way home. Well, what did we think? Did we like them? Always very first question. These coaches would leave our house. Michigan, Minnesota, UCLA, Arizona State. They would leave our house and the very first question as a family, well, what did we think of Michigan? What did we think of Wisconsin? What did we think of UCLA? What did we think? If the answer was, what does that really mean? Next. If a family leaves Golden Corral, when they get in their car, hey guys, what did we think? What does that really mean? What you want them to say every time they get in that car as they drive away, oh my God, that was awesome. Oh my God, that was unbelievable. Oh my God, that was amazing. Because they're going to ask consciously and subconsciously every time they leave your restaurant. What I'm going to teach you today came directly from that meeting. It was like a 2-minute soundbite. I go to Jerry Sloan and I say, Jerry, I'm trying to make your team, but since we don't scrimmage, I feel like I can't show you what I can do. Golden Corral, hear me clearly. Listen to his answer, and it will unlock some mysteries as to how you become the best in the world at what you do over a long period of time. Jerry, I'm trying to make your team, but I feel like I can't show you what I can do. He says, Walter, I already know what you can do. But if you want to make my team, I suggest you listen, follow directions, and execute. That's different. Listen, follow directions, and execute. What I didn't realize, even though we didn't scrimmage in practice, throughout practice, we did drills, and he created what I call habits and rituals. Every single day, practice was the same. Every single day, we drilled on fundamentals. Every single day, we worked on habits and rituals. So even though my mind was floating, even though I was selfish and self-centered, he was conditioning me into the culture through practice of habits and rituals. The reason why I tripled my NBA income in 3 years is because of habits and rituals. Next year, if your name didn't get called to come across the stage, I'm here to tell you they will call your name next year if you go back home and execute habits and rituals. I wanted to scrimmage for me, but Jerry Sloan was getting me ready to play for the Utah Jazz. So every day it was about habits and rituals. Having hot food is about habits and rituals. Great customer service is about habits and rituals. Being the best in the world at what you do, being a pro, is all about habits and rituals.
This individual is a business expert, and he's as highly sought after professional speaker as there is. And he's the founder of the Bond Group.
Raise your hand if you played records in high school. 33s, 45s, 78s. Raise both hands if you had an eight-track tape player in high school. That's a couple of you guys with that silver hair. I see you in the back. You cranked your music in high school, but I'm gonna leave you alone today.
Walter Bond played professional basketball for NBA teams such as the Utah Jazz, Detroit Pistons, and the Dallas Mavericks. And as a highly acclaimed international speaker and entrepreneur, Walter delivers more than 100 life-changing keynotes and seminars each year.
The likability factor is the best kept secret in business. People want to buy from people they like. When Coach Haskins left my home, he was likable and it was a done deal.
And I tell you what, Jonas, transitioning out of sports is tough for anybody. Your whole life is sold out to the sport. And then one day it's taken away, and now you got to figure out the next plan, and you hadn't had time to make a plan because it takes such a commitment to play pro sports.
This is giving you the business. Our first actor is on a serious mission.
All right, guys, let's send her. Let's send her.
He has done an incredible job connecting with the audience and just delivering a message that I think that is so powerful that the clients can take back to their practices and implement.
Any cliche that makes reference to fellowship never makes reference to age. Birds of a feather flock together.
The Dwyer Group of Companies has now celebrated 33 annual franchise reunions. And never in the history of those 33 years have our franchisees begged us to have the same keynote speaker back to back. Walter Bond is the first speaker we've had 2 years in a row, and the franchisees are still talking about him today. Not only did he help improve their businesses, but he's helped improve their personal lives. If you're looking for a great keynote speaker, I'd highly recommend Walter Bond. He'll wow you, he'll make you laugh, he'll make you cry, and he'll make you want to have him back.